All dogs go to heaven. What about Cujo? Found an old Target ad from 2007. An old ad from 2007. An old ad from 2007. Old. The scalp scraping headbands of the 90s. Why would you wear that? That's like a torture device. Oh, God. People are getting reminiscent about bags only being a 99 cents. Meet the Beatles. Translucent red vinyl. 1960. Is that from literally 1964? Yo, they had translucent vinyl in 64? I thought the only color they had was black wax. Bro, that's pretty impressive, dude. I didn't know they had special pressings back then. That's Happy Bunny. Whatever happened to Happy Bunny? Am I crazy or did tetherball completely disappear? It's probably just a stick with a rope on it right now. I feel like people were hanging themselves, and then they just had to stop putting them out there because people were too dumb. Miss Nelson is missing. That's okay. Carry on. I'm going to say Miss Nelson is missing, and this one back here did it. He's buried under the desk. People born before 1980, what are some obsolete household items or gadgets from your childhood that younger generations may not even recognize? Dude, they don't even have to be born before 1980. Dude, you were born in the 90s. Still. Dude, kid now? CD player. What the hell do I do with this? Cassette player. What's that? VHS player. Huh? DVD player. Barely recognizable to most people. Younger people. What's this? Pens. I miss Windows 2000. No, you don't. Hi, Puffy, Ami Yumi show. Yeah, that was a cartoon, right? They did not look like this. They were also a legit band from Japan. They had I think their songs were better than whatever they did in a cartoon. 8-track cassettes. What the hell is a hip clip? What's a hip clip? I was just saying the same thing. I miss Windows 2000. What? How? Windows 2000. It wasn't what about XP? XP. That was the perfect Windows. You know? And then they're like, let's do 7 and Vista. And, it just got ridiculous. I don't know, I never had Windows 2000. I had 98, XP, 7, 8, 10, 11. That's what I had. No, we had one laptop that had Vista. That interface was simple and dumb. Didn't try to think for me. I guess. I kind of think all those operating systems, all the Windows operating systems, they're just there. You know? What I like about it is that I know where to go to get into it and really mess with it. That's why I like Windows. Yeah. Bought a nostalgia candy pack. Oh God, that's right. They got nostalgia candy pack. Payday is still around. What's a black crow? Black cow? Oh, I read crow. Dyslexia. Bun dip. What is this? Rain blow. Oh God, I feel like that should be a club in the village. Chuckles. They still make Chuckles, and those are still pretty good. Chuckles are still pretty good, honestly. Turkish taffy. I don't think I've ever had that. Werther's, they still make. What's up?
XP was fine until they patched it and it would randomly take out your Wi-Fi, like you couldn't even access network settings without getting it to re-recognize your hardware through Device Manager.
That is weird because I've never had that problem. I have that problem with printers. I will say Windows is notorious for being terrible with printers, but I've never had a problem with Wi-Fi. That's weird. Huh. I think the earliest thing... Oh, okay, here's the thing. We once had a laptop that was so old that it didn't have Wi-Fi built in. It had a slot for a Wi-Fi card. Yeah, like one of those Belkin cards. You had to put into the side of it. A specific slot made for Wi-Fi. You would put that in it would click. It was crazy, right? That was a little dicey because every once in a while, it's like the drivers needed to be finagled to work. This was the Wi-Fi card that I had for the old laptop that needed Wi-Fi. This was insane. Look at this thing. Now it's just a USB dongle, bloop, if you need it. But yeah, back then you had to get this massive thing that you would just stick into this. It would like put an extra half a pound in the weight. Yeah, that was rough. That was some rough stuff. But it was a beast. It kept working. That thing just kept on going. What, laptop would get so hot you'd be like, dude, I can cook eggs on this thing. But never died though. Like, I had to take it apart, before I recycled it. But bro, that thing just kept going. Dial-net internet, fun times. Yeah, I think people valued the internet because it loaded so slowly. Well, that was the whole thing. Not many people. The internet was interesting because not a lot of people were on it. Anything that loaded, you actually appreciated because it took a really long time. So when it finally did, you're like, yes, I can watch that Newgrounds Flash cartoon that took 25 minutes to load. Even music, even people who were basically doing LimeWire, Kazaa, Napster back in the day, like flat out, dude, I had to wait. Dude, 128K? Dude, it was crazy. My teacher is an alien. Well, I guess you should kill them then. It's the only logical thing to do. Why are they making a cartoon series out of Among Us? Yeah, that little game where you're walking. Okay, who did it? Who's the bad guy? Oh, they're sus. Ah. Why is that going to be a cartoon? It's literally they're making a cartoon for this because they can. Glasgow's like, because they can. But should they? That's the thing. That's a game you play. You don't sit and watch. The Last of Us is something you watch. I wouldn't necessarily play. I feel like the show is actually better than the game, frankly. Woodstock 99. I was 14. The best summer of my life. Disaster festival, though. Yeah, were you one of the people that got flipping trench mouth? My God. Literally from drinking human excrement. Okay, here's the thing. I've been to a couple of concerts. The takeaway I get from a concert should be maybe a little bit of hearing loss, but never trench mouth. Okay? God. Mighty Kids. Food for the Fearless. That's probably not the best ad considering the digestive ramifications of your food. Okay? Bro. Rebrand. Food for the Fearless. Do you not have a fear of staying in the bathroom for 12 hours on end after eating our meals? This place is for you. Food for the Fearless. Evil Bong came out in 2006. God, I thought that was like 2013 or something. Featuring Tommy Chong. Here's the thing, chat. When you're known for something, like, say, Tommy Chong, they expect you to do that for the eternity of your existence. So this guy is forever going to be surrounded by pot leaves. When he dies, people are going to be, leaving blunts at their gravesite. Okay? This person can't get away from it. Ever. Ever. Forever. It's like, just do the same thing over and over again. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Dave's not here, man. Walden Books receipt from 2003. I had since I was a kid. Why? Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix arrives June 21st. Reserved today. What'd you buy? North Dakota. What is North Dakota? Oh, no, that's it. Hey, anybody want to look this up? What book is this? There's a SKU number that you can look up real quick. Anybody want to find out what this is? Because it doesn't say what it is. But there you go. SKU. It was only $7.99. Oh, Dawn looked it up. Fangoria number 211, April 2002 magazine. Wow. See, the internet knows all. Thank you, Dawn. Dude, that's pretty good. All right, at least they got some tastes. Fangoria number 211. This was the magazine. Brace yourself, chat. This one right here. This Blade 2. Bigger film, better vampires. Look at that. This was the one that the person bought. It's all coming together now. All coming together. That's kind of cool, though. A simple receipt that somebody puts out. Like, God, let's see what else is here. Sale, 102. Usually there's a store reference number here as well. So you could pretty much figure out what the store was if you could figure out what the reference number was. I don't know which one would be the store number. But then you could figure out where that store was. You could figure out where it was bought. That's why you can't put out receipts on the internet. People find you. Vacuums with bags. Oh, God. Dude, your grandparents had one of these, and they were like, yeah, we need new bags for the vacuum. Here's the thing. They used the same bag because they had a really, 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 really old model similar to this. The front part here, this little part right there, used to light up. It had like an actual bulb in it, not a couple of LEDs so you can see what's going on there. It was like an actual bulb, right? This thing was so loud. Go.
That Walden Books was located in the Savannah Mall in Savannah.
Oh, Georgia, huh? Ah, North Dakota Johnson. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. Everyone's going to be analyzing this receipt. Meanwhile, Johnson over there is going to be like, oh my God, I put out too much information. When your grandfather's bag in this, right, actually broke at some point, they reused the same bag over and over again. They would empty it out because you could do that back then. It was so old, they didn't even make the bags anymore. Like, what do you mean there's no bags? You know, because we had to go looking for them. Couldn't find them anywhere. You know, and this was kind of pre-internet, you know. Yeah, I mean, now you can get a generic band. He was all bent out of shape. And then they got the weird little carpet sweeper. Old people are notorious for this. There used to be this hand sweeper that you would push back and forth, and it had a little roller on it and little tiny brushes on the side that would spin and then a roller underneath it. It supposedly picked up stuff from rugs, but where did it go? There was no bag. There was no little catch-all thing. It just ended up, I think, pushing it at a site so it looked clean. Because I don't remember ever emptying these things. Ever. It's a really old device, and if you have grandparents, they might have had one. You needed some arm strength to get that going, too. It was like, rant, rant, rant. It was crazy, you know? Rockin' flowers. They bop till the music stops. God, I hate these things. There is this thing every year, whether it's a Santa Claus, a dancing skeleton, flowers, the fish on the wall, there's always some mechanical thing that needs to spew out a tune that I detest and yell at me in musically in some godforsaken tone while jiggling around like an idiot. I hate these things on every level. What the hell does this one sing? Like, Here Comes the Sun or some bull crap like that? Like, God, these things are just such a nuisance. People make them and people buy them. And it's not going to stop unless you stop buying them, you know? And they ruin so many songs, like especially the Halloween ones. Lucky Spike Bubblegum, candy cigarettes. There you go, smoke them if you got them.